Hello on YouTube, hello on Twitch. Welcome to another episode of mine and Joe's Hearts Iron 4 multiplayer Let's Play series. Say hi if you want.
Hello.
Joe is really tired. I'm really tired. I've been avoiding caffeine because, I don't know if I mentioned that, a scary heart arrhythmia issue, probably caused partly by too much caffeine. So I've been not having coffee since, which just makes me more tired. I've done surprisingly well without it, probably because I built such a tolerance to coffee, but I'm still doing a little worse. So I'm looking here at the Alpine Venetian front. Yeah, I've been thinking about this. Joe, we gotta get more divisions to Syria for sure. I don't know, it may be necessary to pull.
I got 6 on the way.
That's not going to be enough. Just the 6 would, I think you were going to cover Aleppo and the 2 provinces east of that. We need probably at least 4 more divisions. 3 at a very bare minimum, which I checked. I tagged over to you in the single player, copy the save. Looks like you have 3 divisions are almost done training. You could probably pre-deploy them and just send them right to the port of Homs.
You want me to pull anything from the Austrian front line?
I'd probably do it. 9 divisions might hold the line, but if we want to push in Turkey, we're going to need more than that, because as we spread out, we'll have more ground to cover.
I do have 11 motorized divisions. I don't know how... I feel like they'd be better off in Turkey than the Alps.
Yes, no. The thing about Turkey is, well, supply lines are really terrible. It's mountainous, and then you get to the supply hubs and you have to wait for the railroads to convert. I don't know, the Maltea supply hub might...
Oh, I didn't think
No, that won't connect via river. What?
Yeah, there's a lot of plains, but there's also quite a few mountains and hills.
Yeah.
That we'd have to fight through.
I'm looking at the supply map. Maltea is the only hub off to the northeast. And we'd have to wait for the rails to convert. Yeah, you could... Do you have enough trucks to start training more motorized divisions in your queue?
Let's see, logistics. Not really. I have none stored.
And it probably thinks you have a deficit too, because you have ones to distribute.
I have a deficit of 4.
Oh, so you just about... Well, left click on it whenever the thing is paused, it always...
I make 36 a week.
No, I mean left click on the thing when it's paused, it doesn't say how many you actually have stockpiled. Like everything is 0 or very close to 0 when it's just loaded from a pause.
Oh. Yeah, it looks like it is 0. Because I can see how many rifles I have, and I have, thousands.
Oh yeah, could you get me some of those rifles? I could use some rifles badly.
Sure, what kind?
Even just the basic ones, so I can train people with them.
Because I have 10,000 of the really crap ones.
Are they the Mark 8 or the Mark... What's their soft attack value?
Soft attack value of 3.
Oh yeah, those are the basic. And I think you have weapons 1, attack value 6. A few of those too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've got 1,500 of those, or 2,000 actually. They're just a few. They're split up into different kinds of guns.
Yeah. If you could send me the weapons 1 and like half of the basic equipment, that'll help me train some more men. I've been sending so much stuff to China, I emptied my stockpiles to them. Oh god. But yeah, because there's Deir Azur and there's the river line needs to be defended at a minimum. And this is with Turkish troops, mind you, marching into my territory. This is just to be able to prevent them from taking any of the states or advancing, further. This would require, the troops in Ain al-Arab. You were going to have 2 divisions there, but, with 2 more in Deir Azur and at least one southeast of it, it might be possible to hold.
Oh, not enough convoys.
Oh, I don't have enough convoys?
Yeah, all of my rifle 1 and half of my basic rifle are 444 convoys.
Woo! Alright, well, I've got 169, so I might need 1 or 2 for supply to Norway. Speaking of which, I need to rename.
I can just send you the decent rifles.
Hold on. Just renaming some forces. Yeah, if you can send me the weapons one is much like 150 convoys worth of in total rifles.
Okay.
The only thing that should be able to raid them is like Swedish ships. Although you're not at war with Sweden yet, so you won't be able to protect me against that. Not to mention convoy escorts don't really work on allied nations. But I doubt there's gonna be any Chinese subs in the Mediterranean. I haven't seen any indication of anything like that. Yeah, I'm already at war with nationalist China. Yeah,
Okay. I sent the.
They'll join the Central Powers as soon as you join Northern National. Cool. Okay, accepted. Just naming flexible strategist.
Oh, did you say I should deploy some of my infantry divisions?
I would pre-deploy 3 of them at least. I think you have 3 that are like 90% done. I would pre-deploy those. They can do exercises to finish their training when they arrive. They at least make trained in reasonable time and probably get much of the way to regular. And you can stick them, you know, I mean, you can pre-deploy them right in Plymouth and then make sure you don't have the screen share my out. Make sure you don't have the I can check on your screen. Make sure you don't have the yellow sea zone in the Mediterranean again. That's why they went all the way past South Africa, which is just way too slow.
I turned that off. Well, actually, no, it's set to yellow now, just not red. You want me to hit green on all of them?
Can I see your screen? I'll check.
Sure.
Also gives the audience something to visualize. See. What are the sea zone priorities if you go to the Navy tab? Yeah, green's probably good. You can set the Aegean to yellow.
Right.
But yeah, no reason for convoys to swing that north of Crete, but the rest of it. Otherwise, they'll try and route around.
Around the entire.
Yeah, they'll land in near Kuwait even to avoid the Eastern Mediterranean.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense given the logic. I think you also have a fleet somewhere like near Cape Verde right now, like a task force. Like one of your strike forces is actually near there. If you click on strike forces and scroll up or down, holding position, operating in, maybe it wasn't that. I swear there was something there. Maybe it was earlier.
I think I might have sent them back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they must have came home.
Are they like at the Hull Miles?
Well, that or they moved back to the Med.
Well, no, I'm just saying if you go back and look at the fleets again, see if there's anyone. Let's see. Aegean, Aleppo, Eastern Med.
What's he doing?
Looks like a mine layer, laying mines.
In
the Med, which is fine. Alright, so that's a strike force. What are the other fleets doing? Is that second fleet, are those all assigned to Mediterranean zones?
Second fleet?
Yeah, that second admiral on the list. I always go by admirals instead of that stupid tab above because it's hard to figure out what's going on. Like if you hover over the mission icons, remember, below the number?
Yeah, they're all in the central and eastern med. Doing convoy escort.
Yep. Okay, then what was the third fleet doing again?
Convoy
raiding.
Bunch of subs.
I think some of those are near the English Channel.
Yep.
Are they all in English?
All are.
Huh.
Yep. They're all operating in the English Channel.
Yeah, that might be because they're all under that one admiral. You might need another admiral who does raiding in the Med eventually. What's the fourth fleet?
Patrol.
There's those 3 patrol forces in the
Eastern Med and Aegean.
And the 5th fleet?
Home Defense Fleet.
Strike forces.
Force and all of my coastal.
Those are just destroyers, though, right? So not much naval supremacy.
Yeah. Just 4 destroyers. Well, 8. And then I got mine layers.
Fun. Trying to think if you really get much benefit out of naval raiding, like Western approaches. I guess because they'll reroute on the English Channel if they lose enough ships there, right? But there's nothing there for now. Who are you actually at war with if you click on the top of your screen?
Yeah.
Second, top of your screen, second thing. We are at war.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, these guys are probably... Yeah, if none of the sea zones show presence of enemy ships, like if you click on the sea zones, oh, I would definitely not call any of them. Remember, that'll merge it all up. But if you just close that, if you click on the sea zones and you don't see any red ships, Western approaches, basically where there's naval raiding, yeah, you might just call the subs back to port to save fuel for now.
The convoy raiders?
Yeah. Might as well let them repair. Do you have any docking rights with any other nations? Probably France, right? Military access or docking? Yeah. So I would send them to the French ports. Make the French repair your subs if there are any that are damaged. I don't know, if you click on the individual task forces, then it might be that none of them are damaged at all, but I'm just saying if there are any that are damaged, you can see the ships that are damaged. Doesn't look like they are, because it'll show a little red icon. Oh, that one's got... Yeah, so I would send that task force to French ports like Dieppe or wherever it will have.
Those guys are exercising.
Yep, so it's just that one task force that has damaged ships. I think that's one with 10 ships. Yeah, so you can just base that in your own. But yeah, just to use the French ports to repair what ships you can. Take advantage of that. Because AI never uses their ports very well. Yeah, so you probably want to manually send that one task force with 10 subs. You right click. Like either Cherbourg or wherever, they'll pull in there and they'll repair there.
Does not seem to be working. Because they're still exercising?
Oh, that they're exercising. Oh, yeah, okay, well, you can split off the individual ships and do it. The way you do that is you click that little red thing with the wrenches and the exclamation mark. No, on the next to the individual ships. The Unity and the Undaunted. Yep. repair now.
Okay.
And if you click on the ship, now you see how it's like that. Now you can direct it where to go. That's a level 1 naval base. You probably want to send it to a different one because you can only repair up to one ship in a level 1 naval base at a time. So there we go. All right. Well, yeah, mostly you pre-deployed 3 divisions in Plymouth, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Did you assign them a front line down in Syria so they'll find their own way here?
Oh, yeah. I suppose I can just assign them to this one, huh?
I would give them a fallback line instead, where they're going to actually go, which should be Darrozer if you zoom in.
Should I put them under the same general?
Yeah, might as well. But I would unassign them from that front line.
Everybody?
No, just those 3 divisions you have selected. The little minus sign.
Okay.
And I would put a fallback line. Do you see Darrozer there? It's along the river, further south, not on the border. There and to the southeast. So over 2 provinces, you can just... Yeah. There we go. And yeah, they'll find their own way there once you close the editing thing. Yeah, because otherwise they'll just march around the part that's fortified, with the divisions there. This will guarantee they can't.
I see.
Yeah, so and then you'll be defending the river line plus that one town. Are you
just gonna let them take that point though?
Yeah, we don't have the divisions defend it right now.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, you got 3 more divisions and there's 3 more provinces to defend. But without the river defensive line, you'll be outnumbered 2-3 to 1, so they'll probably be able to push you.
Yeah.
So that's why if we had more divisions.
Good to stay at the river.
It's not great. I'd rather defend at the border if we have the men, but we don't. So it'll mostly give them a little local supply and cost me a little local supply. But their supply lines will actually be stretched pretty far there. They're like even with the local supply. So unfortunately, it's harder to retake ground than to defend it in the first place. But yeah, but it is what it is. Looks like I'm working on a Civ factory in Aleppo. There's no way that ever gets done in time. Let's get some forts done all on the river line. Immediate value. Well, I may be able to hold it without the forts, but one of the things is eventually I'm going to swap to Norway and we're going to have to rely on the AI to help hold that river line. Plus whatever divisions you get there, Joe. So.
Okay.
Alright. Beta is playing. You sent me some on lease. I'll be in equipment. I got these divisions. I'll probably also put them in. Well. 6. Yeah, that's not going to be enough to defend Hatay. I'm probably going to need more troops in Tay, and then I'll put some more on that river line myself. Eventually. Maybe take over one of the provinces from you. It's actually better to have each province be under only one general, it turns out. Well, sort of better. The more skilled general will lead the defense, but the less skill, but they'll both gain experience at a reduced rate, so. For general leveling, it's better to have a clear, this guy lands this part of the front, but your generals are way more experienced than mine. Mine are only level 1, so probably is better that you have. Alright, techs, I think you were, how are you doing with techs? Looks like I'm doing some artillery stuff. Oh, you're doing ladder shooting. And after that, that'll be done in 53 days. You could probably get a head start then on some industrial techs. 1941 industrial techs. Most likely assembly line production.
Yeah.
You might not be able to wipe them all out, because how are you doing with tank technology? No 1940 mediums yet. How much steel does that chassis cost?
How do I check that?
There.
Oh, 1.
1. Yeah, so you probably want to get that eventually, and that'll probably be your main tank chassis, just because steel is going to be so limited. The 43 mediums require more steel, so it might not be worth extra steel, especially when steel is also used for armor upgrades and stuff.
Going up with the 1941 light too?
No, those also require more steel. Well, eventually, but probably not right away. But the 1940 mediums are probably a high priority. The other stuff, probably just to grow that MIO. Anyways, stop. Mention this. Alright. Yep, and I'm doing artillery techs. In 16 days I finished support equipment, which allowed me to train rangers. That's right, that's why I was doing that. So I could add rangers to my divisions.
Is the Bren carrier a unique British truck?
Huh?
I don't know. It doesn't look too familiar to me.
Oh, it's just a mechanized. It's some nations have their own unique artwork for mechanized.
I see. Okay. I almost didn't recognize it as mechanized infantry.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever played England before.
Yeah. It's got some thought to it, although like Germany and Austria have much more attention detail from their newer DLCs, you know?
Yeah.
Like the Iranian focus tree is huge. Denmark has an enormous focus tree, which my single player game I still haven't finished all, but a lot of time running no focuses, to be fair.
Yeah.
AI never runs any of those Sabad pack things for whatever reason.
Oh.
It runs the first one, that's usually it.
Weird.
I mean, historically, I don't think those were advanced further, but they could have been. Like, historically, there could have been more cooperation between the nations, but there wasn't, because they were all very much under British imperial thumb, and I guess they were worried about aggravating. Like, you know, British tried to force everyone to trade in pound sterling the same way that America, our imperial government, tries to force everyone to trade in US dollars. Yeah. Heck, even those rifle ones would be useful, it looks like, on the front. I got some guys in the front line who are just wielding basic infantry equipment, and I only have like 200 rifles to upgrade them. I gave so much away to China.
I can send you some infantry too. It just have to be weekly.
Yeah, it'll be alright for now. There's not much happening in the Nordic front. I did take that one province earlier, even with these very under-equipped divisions. One decently well-equipped division.
I need 53,000 infantry equipment.
Oh yeah, to upgrade everyone to the most modern stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you might want to queue up. If you go over to the production, in that regard, you might want to create a second line, or a third line, actually.
Third line of rifles?
Yeah, a third and even a fourth, just with one factory each. The reason I say one factory each is because you eventually might want to convert them over to producing, like, I don't know. Although I did see that you couldn't convert rifles to like artillery as well as I thought. I actually lost the production efficiency. Yeah, maybe just another line with 2 factories, but it'll still help with steel prioritization. And maybe one more with 2. Like one more line with 2. Because you can take the lines that have the least efficiency and give them the lowest priority for steel until they build up more efficiency, kind of thing. Because eventually we're going to be in severe steel shortages. And I think you were just saving up political power for raising conscription law.
Yeah.
Oh, you're about to finish that carrier tomorrow. Did you see? I think it was a carrier.
Tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I am.
You might want to reduce the number of dockyards to reduce overflow in that. Like, is it still say November 29th when you only have one?
Yeah.
Yes. So you're just wasting dockyards. Yes, you might as well reduce it to one. I might reduce some of the others so they're getting close so you don't have to come back to them, like that Leander class. That's only December. So that if you miss it, you'll have less wasted dockyards. Maybe reduce it to like 4 or something. Because if you have more than one dockyard, you can always end up wasting at least one. But like, you can never waste more than one less than the number you assign. So fewer dockyards means less waste. Plus you don't really have the fuel to keep that many more ships in operation. What task force are they going right into? It looks like they're... The task force is up higher. Do you see over the number? To the right of... it says Leander class, then it shows the MIO, then there's a number in the task force, and then...
Oh, HMS Indomitable.
Yeah, you might want to create just a separate task force that does training near your home miles, so that ships train up at your home miles before they go to combat theaters. Not waste the fuel going to the front before they're fully trained. I would just maybe you may either want to use the convoy rating guy or just an admiralist task force, one or the other. But you need a ship to create a task force, so you probably have to, I don't know,
Pull a ship off.
You got that Zachary Roberta, kind of garbage. I might just, but you need a ship to, as I said, to create the task force.
Yeah.
So if you have
Should I just pull these off?
if you mix subs and surface ships, then if you move the whole task force somewhere, they'll move at the speed of the subs, which is really slow. What I might do is select the main strike force fleet. You probably need a few more ships around your home miles for defense anyways. Yeah, I might grab some of the destroyers that are still current training and send them back, like maybe the ones that have the most training left to do, not the Haythrop.
Just these three?
Maybe the 2 cruisers. Well, now those slower, so yeah, maybe not the cruisers, just those 3 destroyers. So I do is create new task force with those. It's there. And then select just that task force, just the 3 destroyers. The select button. Or you can do that. And I would create a new fleet, just click there. Unless, what's that fleet with no admiral already? What's that?
9 layers.
Where are they even operating? Oh, East North Sea.
Belts.
Okay.
Well, they're supposed to be in the belts.
Those ones are training instead, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd just take that force, and that would just be like home training group or whatever. Or wait, do you have is that Admiral with only 2 task forces? Is he back at the home miles too? home.
He is.
Where his task force is assigned. The strike force. Yeah, you could probably just put him under this guy, actually. Like, merge that task force into his fleet. Yep. But yeah, I would send him... You need to assign him a naval base. I'd probably assign him the Normandy one, the French one. Like, Cherbourg is closer and is a big, well, level 3 is fine. I would just send them to Cherbourg because the sooner they arrive there, the sooner they can get to training.
Okay.
So yeah,
cool.
They'll go to Normandy and then they'll train in the English Channel, and then you can have the new ships as they're deployed assigned to that task force as well. So I would do probably. So they'll automatically start training without you having to do anything. I might rename the train task forces so you don't mix them up, too. Like, because you're going to mostly be accessing from that menu. Home training or something. Yeah, that works. Yeah, now you can just select home training. I don't even know why they're going to where the abdominal is or what that even is. But that way... Yeah, that way you can train them first and then send them to where they might...
Would they just
What?
become their own?
They what?
Detached.
Yeah, they're trying to merge into a mini force of like one of your ships that's off in port somewhere. I would ignore that and just assign them all to the home training group. All the surface ships there. I usually keep separate training groups for subs because they're so much slower, but all the surface ships. A waltz for the glorious days. Interesting. Alright, so I got support equipment. Finishing tagging that. I need that for adding rangers to my division templates, though I need ideological loyalty more than anything right now.
So I got 3 dockyards doing nothing.
Oh, I'd probably queue up some more something. New ships, possibly. What's the EGF class destroyer have on it? Oh, that's like a...
Lasers and torpedo, or not, sorry, not depth charges and torpedoes.
Yeah, it's a convoy escort destroyer with some torpedoes on it. Do you how close are you? Are you teching 1940 destroyers yet?
No.
No. Hey, you have the tech.
I have 1940 destroyers.
Yeah, you have the tech. You just haven't actually...
Right. I have to make a new design.
Yeah, if you go down to... You can select... Yeah, the blank destroyer hull there. Create variant.
No XP.
Yeah, if you only need to give it a... I would not auto-complete, that's way too much XP, but if you just... All you need to actually build it are the light guns. This is a single light battery. I'd probably make this a... Because of steel, I think light battery... The dedicated ones don't cost extra steel. Light battery 2. Yeah, so I'd probably just throw one of those on. Or even actually just a level. It depends. Do you want to make fleet destroyers or escort destroyers?
I can't afford. I have 3 XP.
You may have to wait a little. In that case, do you have any sub designs already made up? Subs usually require very little. You can, by the way, at the top of the screen, you can filter to just like subs or something.
Oh, yeah. Just one.
Alright, what's in that? The S-Class Mark II. Looks like it's a rating.
Torpedo tubes.
Sub. Yep. And you don't have any obsolete sub designs, do you? Sometimes there's obsolete ones you can't see.
Yeah.
Oh, they're the same thing, just with worse MIO traits, I see. And worse torpedoes. Yeah, I might just produce some of those subs for now. The S-Class. Since they're so cheap, I'd put one dockyard in each and produce 3 lines in parallel.
Can do.
Maybe more than 3 since you're going to complete more ships soon enough. I just had a whole bunch of parallel lines of these. And I'd set them each, instead of to infinite quantity, to 1. The reason being, if you have steel shortages, however, you'll see the ones, you know, further down get less steel and complete more slowly, and then they'll be mostly done, and you want to have them move up the queue by the ones above. And then, yeah, you could create a sub-training force. I don't know. I think you already have subs doing training, so you could just... I just name that so you can find it, like sub-training force or something. And then just add them to that as they're completed. Yep. Periodically, you have to check on these training task forces to look for ships that are done with their training and break them off the training forces and merge them into actual combat fleets, you know? But this one, sure, you don't have to do anything to make sure they get trained. So, that works. And you do get some Navy XP from the exercises, so it's not a waste. They spend a little extra time training as long as you have enough fuel for it.
Most of these guys are done.
Yep. You can split them into one of your convoy raiding groups that's sitting in port, I guess. Like, create a new task force and just have them sit in port like the others. So they don't waste fuel.
Hey, same with these guys.
Folks at YouTube, I'll be right back. Just have to very quickly grab something. Be right back, man. Alright, and I'm back. I guess you're still... Oh, something with Navy here?
Yeah, do you know why their speeds change?
Weather, fuel state.
I can see their objective.
Yeah, if you click on the ship there, if you click back on that, and then design. 4th tab. That shows you their base speed.
So this one should be in the faster one.
Possibly, yeah. I noticed a couple ships like that were in the solar one. I figured you... I don't know, maybe you had them there just because... I don't know why.
Must have misread it.
Yeah. I was just grabbing a couple almonds and a sip of water. And throwing out I keep picking at my nails. My stress levels are very high. I mean, I'm worried about going back to my apartment. And murderous roommate who wants to, you know... I'm worried that he's going to show up, like, with a gun at my bedroom door. Like, try and demand I come out so he can, like, drive me to the street and... literally, probably... He's talking about driving me to the street and beating me to death, or maybe... So maybe he uses the gun just as a way to get me out, or... but he's also talked about getting a gun, or maybe he drives me to the street and shoots me. Either way, this guy's a psychopath, and it's a scary situation, so I don't know. It's got me very stressed out.
Yeah.
And I try everything. I'm asking Mom, I'm like, she's not, no way she'll let me stay with her. Again, it was bad. She was nasty to me when I was with her, but it's better than being dead. But I'm like, what do you think I should? It's just like, oh, have you tried government agency? I'm like, and then I'm like, what government agency? She's like, oh, the housing court. I'm like, the guy's ex-wife works at the housing court. That's why the courts haven't done anything to him. I can't go to the housing court. Oh, have you tried asking the landlord about not paying the rent since you haven't been able to be there? I'm like, yes. The guy is demanding his money. You know? It's like she's completely unhelpful. No one has any answers. They're like, oh, just move. It's like, yeah, it takes a couple months to find an apartment, you know? Because of how high the occupancy rates are in the US, because we treat housing as speculation, as investments, rather than as somewhere to live. At least China doesn't do that. Made it clear that housing are places to live instead of speculative investments. Sorry, what were you saying?
Nothing.
Oh.
Just agreeing.
Yeah, Sorry, for those wondering, YouTube, Twitch, I've been talking to Joe a little about China. I'm worried they're going to have a counter-revolution and go capitalist someday not too far down the line. That they're barely clinging on to socialism, really. There's so much NED-funded capitalist propaganda there. So many of the young people seem to think capitalism is better and socialism. It's like they barely, you know, more than half their economy is technically still capitalist. Like, or still. It was used to be all back in Mao's era. But, you know, with the opening up, like, more than half the economy by production, like, and a little less than half by employment, because farmers tend to work under state-owned enterprises more often. And, you know, agriculture is technically, you know, usually it's a lower value. There's a reason farmers are a little poor, and that's because what they produce isn't worth as much money as urban industrial workers usually. But it's, I don't know, it's a country on the verge, on the brink. And with the US, I don't think they want to get bombed by the US to go to war, so I think a lot of people would rather go capitalist than risk that. So, I've been talking with Joe about that. And of course, on like dating apps, I meet all these people from China, like, because people, of course, who come to the US are the most often the most brain-rotted, liberal, pro-capitalist sorts. Anyway, sorry. Were you saying something, Joe, or?
Oh, I had faster ships than the slower ones because I needed some destroyers in.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's right. You needed the screening efficiency in case the task force got caught on its way to the main battles. You got the ships just anchored in the Aegean, I guess, to save fuel, because there's no reason to pull them into port, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, there was a naval battle that you couldn't join because I guess it wasn't any nation you were at war with that was involved or something. Like, maybe two nations.
I think it ended before I got there.
Something like that. Well, maybe you'll find another opportunity to put them to use soon.